Welcome back. Today we're diving into Paddington 2, the heartwarming and action-packed sequel to our favorite marmalade-loving bear's adventure. This movie is packed with comedy, suspense, and even a thrilling prison escape. So grab your sandwiches and settle in for this amazing story. The movie opens with a touching flashback in darkest Peru, where Aunt Lucy and Uncle Pastuzo discover a small bear cub caught in a river. They rescue him and raise him as their own, teaching him everything about the world. Years later, Aunt Lucy sends Paddington to London, believing he will find a new home. Fast forward to the present. Paddington has become a beloved member of Windsor Gardens. He helps his neighbors with small acts of kindness, from delivering forgotten lunches to cheering up grumpy shopkeepers. His optimism and good heart make him the soul of the neighborhood. One day, Paddington visits Mr. Gruber's antique shop, where he finds the perfect gift for Aunt Lucy's upcoming 100th birthday, a beautiful pop-up book of London landmarks. It's expensive, so Paddington decides to earn money to buy it. This leads to a series of hilarious part-time jobs. He tries his paw at barbering, where he mistakenly shaves a customer's head completely bald. He works as a window cleaner, accidentally covering himself in soap and dangling from a rooftop. Despite his struggles, he remains determined. Just when he's close to affording the book, something happens. One night, Paddington witnesses a shadowy figure breaking into Mr. Gruber's shop and stealing the pop-up book. He gives chase through the streets of London, dodging traffic and leaping over fences. The thief is agile, escaping just in time. The police arrive, and to Paddington's horror, he is accused of the crime. His paw prints are on the crime scene, and no one believes his story about a thief in disguise. Despite the Browns' efforts to defend him, Paddington is arrested and sentenced to prison. As he is taken away, he looks back at his family, eyes filled with sadness. He has never felt more alone. At first, prison is terrifying. The inmates are gruff and dangerous, and the food is awful. Paddington tries to be friendly, but one wrong move leads to trouble. When he accidentally spills juice on the uniform of Knuckles McGinty, the fearsome prison chef, everyone expects the worst. But instead of running, Paddington does what he does best. He kindly offers Knuckles a marmalade sandwich. This simple act of kindness changes everything. Knuckles is touched by Paddington's generosity and lets him live. Soon, Paddington becomes friends with the other prisoners. Using his cooking skills, he transforms the prison kitchen, baking delicious pastries and marmalade treats that win over even the toughest inmates. Meanwhile, back in London, the Browns are determined to prove Paddington's innocence. Their investigation leads them to Phoenix Buchanan, a once famous actor who now lives in a grand but lonely house. The Browns suspect him, but they lack solid proof. Paddington, however, loses hope. One day, he overhears that his trial appeal has been rejected, meaning he might stay in prison forever. Heartbroken, he decides to escape with Knuckles and his crew. Late at night, the prisoners put their plan into motion. Using laundry carts, balloons, and even a giant catapult, they break out in a chaotic but genius escape. After dodging guards and alarms, they finally make it to the outside world. Paddington is thrilled. Now he can find the real thief and clear his name. But his heart sinks when Knuckles betrays him. The gang abandons him, choosing to flee instead of helping him. Paddington is left stranded, cold, and alone in the rain, but the Browns haven't given up. They crack the case. Buchanan stole the book because it contained hidden clues to a lost treasure. As they piece together the puzzle, they realize he is heading for the final location, Paddington Station. With renewed hope, Paddington rushes to stop him. At Paddington Station, Buchanan boards a moving train, determined to claim the treasure. The Browns arrive just in time, splitting up to stop him. A breathtaking chase begins. Paddington, leaping from carriage to carriage, dodges oncoming tunnels, and clings to the side of the train in a death-defying stunt. Inside, Buchanan finds the treasure hidden in the train's engine. a fortune in jewels. But then, Paddington gets trapped in a water-filled carriage. As the train speeds forward, the small bear struggles to keep afloat. Water rises higher and higher, and he starts sinking. Just when it seems like all hope is lost, Knuckles and his prison friends return. They realized their mistake and come back to rescue Paddington. With teamwork, they pull him from the flooding carriage just in time. Meanwhile, Buchanan, trying to escape, is caught by the police and exposed as the real thief. Justice is finally served. Paddington is cleared of all charges and returns home to Windsor Gardens, where he is welcomed as a hero. But there's still one thing left: Aunt Lucy's birthday. Paddington, heartbroken that he couldn't get the book, feels he has failed. But in a beautiful surprise, the entire neighborhood comes together. They have brought Aunt Lucy to London. Paddington runs into her arms, overwhelmed with joy. And with that, Paddington's journey comes full circle. And that's Paddington 2, a movie filled with action, comedy, and heartwarming moments that remind us that kindness always wins. What was your favorite part? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more amazing movie breakdowns. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.